Good morning. Thank you for joining us on the January edition of the Pottstown Borough Buzz on the PCTV network. I'm your host, Cheryl Miller. Today, in this wonderful day in history, we observe the late, great Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And as a special note, I'd like to let the community know that the Central Library, which is the Dr. Martin Luther King Library in Washington, D.C., in this spring of 2017 is going to be undergoing some extensive renovations in about $208 million. And so we are today at our own Pottstown Regional Public Library with Mr. Art Green, Pottstown's most enthusiastic and positive cheerleader for the Pottstown Library. And we're going to be looking at the role the Pottstown Library plays in history and education, in the new services and programs that the Pottstown Library has to offer. And Mr. Art Green, would you like to do an introduction for us?
Okay, well, thank you very much, Cheryl, for asking me to be here. I am enthusiastic about the Pottstown Regional Library. It's probably one of the least appreciated references and resources that we have in our community, but it is so vital to many of the people who live in the area, in the region. Even though it's located here in the borough, it's a regional library. We service 4 municipalities, including Pottstown, West Pottsgrove, Upper Pottsgrove, Lower Pottsgrove, and Pottstown. So it's a regional library, and it has a good reach into the schools, which obviously Dr. Martin Luther King was very much concerned about education and keeping the public informed. And the renovations that you've noted are reflective of the renovations that we have inside of our library. Now, we're not nearly of the same scope as the 200 million plus that you're talking about, but we have about $750,000 worth of renovations that we've done here in this local library to convert what was formerly a post office into the current regional library. And I'm sure Dr. Martin Luther King would be proud of that, valuing the resources that the library gives, and it reflects what's happening in Washington, D.C. with the Central Library.
And just a little footnote of how much was involved in the renovations as far as grant writing, the Friends of the Library, local fundraising efforts.
Well, much of that has long, long roots. When I was president of the library board, we're going now back to 2009. We had dreams of having renovations here. We have still space inside that needs to be renovated, but there have been many strategic plans done. The Friends of the Library have always been a very enthusiastic group of workers who have volunteered and have raised funds on their own and have donated those funds to the library for various needs, equipment, furniture, and so on. The library board has been a very good trustee of the funds that have been raised. They too have raised money with public events and other kinds of events that have raised money, wine tastings and things of that sort. So both the board and the Friends of the Library have been very active in raising some of these monies, and with the help of the borough, which served as a conduit for the grants that we were applying for, and the state through the state grant program, we were able to match funds that we raised here locally with the funds that the state was offering in order to provide the cost of the renovations inside. So it's been a total community effort. Folks from all across the region, our drawing area, have supported it in one way or another. Duck races, contests, all kinds of activities in and out of the school. So it's really a tremendous effort.
And the renovations have just recently been completed, so
yes.
We're going to go ahead and take a look inside at our new renovations and our new programs and services.
All right, very good. Sounds good.
Art, we're standing here in front of the circulation desk, which is one of the new renovations to the library, and this was donated by the Friends of the Library. Could you tell us a little bit about this and the other renovations that have been just completed?
Okay, well, you can see this new space is a little bit more open, a little more efficient than it previously was. It's almost in the same spot, but it's more available. It's hooked up a little bit more efficiently with the computer system, the checking in system that's used for checking in and out the materials from the library. It's given us some space here for the book nook, which was part of the main floor here. And virtually all of the main floor now is more open than it has been in the past. Previously, we've had bookshelves here in this space. That has all been relocated to the side. And the new look with the atrium coming in the front door across the way. Computers have been relocated to the front window, so there's more daylight space, daylight coming in for people looking to do work with the computers. And generally, the efficiency and the repurposing of the space has made things much more efficient here. We have a new restroom. It's been put in here down on the first floor. We have now space for passport processing, which we did not have before. In what is now the mezzanine, we have a new space, a brand new community room, which did not exist before. And as a part of that, the elevator system, which comes up to the second floor, the mezzanine, and ties that through now, allows access for persons in wheelchairs or who have difficulties in mobility. So we're now fully compliant. Persons who have disabilities can use all of the access that's available here. And the elevator goes to the basement, which is where we have our children's department.
And even the lighting has changed, so we've gone to the new and improved, brighter LED lighting.
Yes, it's more efficient, it's brighter, it's more economic, so we're saving money on our lights and we're getting more bang for the buck that we're spending. Upstairs also is some additional office space for the executive director and the staff to work, and there's some smaller space for children's room and other activities. So we're repurposing the space. We're getting much more room and availability than we had previously in the space that was available.
Fantastic. This morning we're lucky enough to capture a board meeting from the Friends of the Pottstown Regional Public Library. And I'd like each one of the board members to talk a little bit about what the Friends of the Library do here for the progression of the library.
The Friends of the Library have been active since 1988. We are a volunteer organization, a 501c organization. We raise money on behalf of the library. Our goal is to make it stronger, and we do several things during the year to reach that goal. One is the operation of the book nook, and we also have periodic book sales to raise money for the library. I would like to have Francis Hilton talk about the operation of the book nook. Francis organizes the book nook, runs a volunteer schedule, and keeps us a good track of how much we raise each month and yearly. Francis.
Okay, the book nook is our little store in the library. Please, when you come to the main floor, stop in. We are right there in the corner. You never know what we're going to have, so check us out every time you come, because we sell what is donated. And we get all kinds of interesting books donated to the library. They're for sale very cheaply in the book nook. Thank you.
We also have periodic book sales. Sherry McCoskey drives that, and I would like Sherry to talk about what she does in helping us raise money.
With the book sales, we take the older books. The book nook is mostly 5 years and newer. And everything that's older, we try not to make it more than 20 years old. We sell at our book sales. We have them about 4 times a year. We do like to get the community involved in helping with the book sales, because this is it. This is all of us. We've had the Hill School kids have come to help us. We have the junior ROTC from Pottstown High School come help us set up. We're always looking for volunteers. It's not hard work. It's just intensive. It's fun. It's fun. And all the free books that you can take if you help set up. Oh, yes.
I would also like the other members of the board to introduce themselves, starting with our former president, Kathy.
Yes, I'm Kathy Lehman. I have been a friend of the library. I think it feels like forever. Not quite as long as Marilyn, but for a long time. I help with the book nook, and it's a lot of fun. You just come in and you sit here and you wait for people to come, but you kind of push the books and have a good time. I make the phone calls, some of the phone calls, to get volunteers to help. with the book sale, and this is where we really need help and would appreciate people stepping forward and volunteering. Working with books is a lot of fun. They don't sue you and they don't bite back. It's great.
Marie?
Oh, yes, hi, I'm Marie, and I'm the one who actually takes care of the Facebook page. We have our own Facebook page on, well, Facebook. There you go. It's called Friends of the Library. We try to be straight to the point. And so we publish everything that's coming up. So all upcoming events are on there. We put on our backdoor book sales are on there. Anything that's new for the Book Nook, I put up there. So anytime we change positions or we redo the books, I take pictures and upload that. And then I am personally trying to fill in the rest of the murals behind this library where the parking lot is. It will be on the Morabito building, so I'm working to fill that in, and Ms. Cheryl's very aware of that.
I'm the secretary, so I take minutes and also work at the book sales and at the Book Nook. I've been doing that for quite a while.
Last but not least,
Okay, Meryl Chapis, and I'm the treasurer, and I've been treasurer since the instigation of this organization. Nobody wants to take over the job. This year, we just made a little over $9,000 for the library. Most years, it's maybe over $12,000. We didn't make as much this year because the library was closed for 6 months, and we're hoping now with the new library that we'll get back on track and make even more money.
Volunteerism in the community is very important and a much needed resource. So if the people that are interested in sales and marketing for these books would like to participate in any way, who would they contact?
They can contact me, Clay Rice, R-Y-C-E, at 610-323-3315, or by email at 794judithrice@comcast.net.
You can also reach us through the Facebook page.
Yes.
Which is Friends of the Library.
Absolutely.
David may need the book though.
Yeah,
There you go.
Stop in the
Just stop in the
library.
Book Nook.
Well, thank you very much, friends, for allowing me to interrupt your board meeting this morning.
Thank you.
All right, we are here with Sue Davis, the director of the Pottstown Regional Public Library, and we want to talk about a little bit of some of the new services that the library has to offer. So passport services is brand new for the library.
No, we've been doing that for quite a while now. We do our certified passport acceptance agents. We can also do renewals for people, and we do take photographs. That is new. Passport photographs is a new service.
So they wouldn't have to go back and forth between the post office and the library any longer?
No, the post office has not been doing it in Pottstown for a while.
So you're, not the post office, I'm sorry, the fast tag service.
Yes.
So you are a one-stop shop now for passport services?
Yes, we are.
That's fantastic. Anybody who wants to join the library, there's no fee involved in becoming a member?
No, absolutely not. You just have to show proof of address. Living or working in Pottstown, Upper, Lower, and West Pottsgrove.
And you can enjoy all the wonderful services the library has to offer. Art had mentioned the community room for availability. Is that availability for business meetings? Can it be reserved?
Yes, there's a small fee for businesses per hour. For nonprofits, the use of the room is completely free.
They just need to call and make sure that it's a reservation.
Yes.
And Sue, you've been with the library for a very long time, so can you tell us how long you've been here?
I've been here since 2012, not that long.
Well, you know, for the length of time that everything's been new with the library and the renovations and the modernization, so that's actually a new era of a span that you've been here. What are some of the other new services that you're offering?
Well, we are going to take advantage of the new space that we have. In February 7th, we're having a blood drive here for the Red Cross. Representative Ryan Costello is going to have office hours here twice a month. And we have Job Corps coming here once a month for students to come in and get information on that service. We are starting a crochet club. We are starting a cookbook club. We have Tai Chi classes once a week, and we have our full array of children's services, such as story time, reading to dogs, Lego club, and all kinds of other activities.
So I'm glad you mentioned the DART program, because that's one of the programs that's near and dear to me as an animal lover and animal rights advocate. So it's dogs are readers too.
Yes.
And the children actually read to the dogs?
Yes, they do. And the dogs listen to them.
That's fantastic. And then as far as modernization and then your computer capabilities.
Oh, we have upgraded seriously with our computer capabilities. When this place is redone, we rewired the whole place with new wiring. So that bottleneck in the wiring has been eliminated. We have a new rack. We're getting new computers, and we're looking to upgrade our catalog to some touch screens, so there's a lot of new things coming along.
And then along with that, Art, that you talk about a lot at the council meetings, a program that you have available for people accessing information, not just through the internet, but you actually have a program where people can sign out different electronic.
Yes, that's the Roku,
Roku.
devices that are being rented. Sue is very familiar with that. She was one of the persons who helped us to get into that. And that device allows individuals who borrow them, who rent them, to stream videos and all other kinds of electronic information. As long as they have a monitor, high definition monitor that the device can be hooked to, the Roku device will allow them to do streaming of movies and videos and all kinds of electronic materials at a very, very reasonable fee. And Sue can give you some details on that, but that's one of our more recent
The Rokus
additions.
come with a Netflix subscription, so you don't have to pay to have Netflix. You just come in here and check out our Roku. And one thing you do have to have, besides the monitor with the HDMI, is a good internet connection. But if you don't, we have a solution for that coming up shortly. We're going to loan out wireless hotspots. So that if you are going to grandma's house and she doesn't have internet, you can take internet with you, or if you're going on vacation and you're going to some areas and afraid you're going to run out of 4G minutes on your phone, all you need is your hotspot.
So again, one of the very great benefits of being a member of the Pottstown Regional Public Library are all these services that you have to offer, and you will need to be a member to take advantage of these wonderful services. Okay.
All you need is the little card, and it doesn't cost anything, and it's a passport to all kinds of interesting and very entertaining things at reasonable prices.
The library has a very rich history, so this actually was formerly a post office.
Yes, the original building was built as a post office, and we have our goal, long-term goal, if you remember, I indicated when I was on the board back in 2009, our goal was to renovate the entire building at some point. We do have a third floor, or top floor, that is being used partially, but it could be fully restored, and that would greatly improve the amount of space that we have. That's one of our goals. And we do have a very serviceable children's department in the basement, which has had some improvements recently, but there's some work that needs to be done there too. So the library is looking to the future to try to expand everything in this building eventually. So those are some goals we have, and as you saw up there, the Friends of the Library as well as the library board itself are taking steps to raise the funds and to look for programming and funding that will help us to get to that point.
And Art, as we mentioned in our introduction, that libraries play a pivotal role in education and history, and as we celebrate Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s Observance Day, how does the Pottstown Public Regional Library play a role in that education and history for these very important events that happen?
Well, the library itself is more than just the building. It's more than just books on the shelf. There are lots of services that are provided, and the staff here at the library takes the programs out to the schools. And certainly Sue can give you some more details about the exact nature of the programs, but the library staff has very close connections to all of the school buildings within our regional area. They go to the elementary schools, they go to the various schools with the programs, and the staff in the various elementary buildings are very familiar with library staff coming in to present educational programs to help round out what the school's doing. So very heavily invested in the community, and the community appreciates, I'm sure, what the library is doing.
Yeah. The other thing we're offering is free online homework help. It is on our website. All you need is that free library card. You can connect one-on-one with a tutor, and you interact through an instant message, and an interactive whiteboard, so if you're learning the radius of a circle, the tutor can diagram that out for you. It's extremely interesting, extremely valuable, and it's free to everybody that has a Pottstown library card.
That's fantastic. Are you always looking for tutors, and what are some of the qualifications needed to
This is
become?
a service we purchase.
Okay.
Okay, it's a national service. It's a company called BrainFuse, and the teachers are all clear checked, and they're certified in all their educational programs. You get connected to the right teacher for the right subject and the right age.
That's fantastic. So we are the historic Pottstown Regional Public Library. So what year were you actually established as a library?
1921 was when we were incorporated.
1921.
And the move to this building, I think, took place in the 60s. The library ceased, or the post office ceased prior to that time, and the library function took place in the 60s.
Well, thank you very much for meeting us here today. And again, you are watching Pottstown Borough Buzz on the PCTV network.
Thank you.
Thank you.